Hello, everyone. Before we get started, make sure to like and subscribe and leave a comment saying where you're from and when you watched. That way, YouTube will continue to show you stories like this. Now, let's get started. Asterisk, I stood transfixed by the giant red eyes that had just opened from the crack. They glowed like two fires in the ground, reflecting the blood moon in the sky. The breath that came from the black hole was hot and heavy, causing the surrounding grass to wilt instantly. Emily trembled and hugged me tightly, while my grandmother fell to her knees, mumbling prayers, tears streaming down her face. A voice from the hole rang out, deep and thunderous. You called out the children's names, you broke the cycle, but in return, you awakened me, the one who created this ritual in the first place. Do you know who I am, John? I trembled, trying to hold the knife in my hand. What are you, a monster? A cursed Goda horse, deep laugh echoed from the ground. I am the source of darkness. Shadow is just my servant, and ritual is the chain that binds me to this village. People pray for protection, I give it, but the price is the souls of children. For generations, they have knelt before me. I screamed, you are just a bloodsucker, eating souls to survive. I will end it. All darkness poured out from the black hole, forming dozens of giant arms that rose up. They wrapped around the tree trunk, tearing the earth and rocks, and stretched straight towards me. I slashed wildly with the ritual knife. The light from the blade tore off a few arms, but more grew out. Emily shouted, John, watch out. A pitch-black hand almost grabbed me, but my grandmother used her cane to stop it. The light from the cane flared up, pushing back the darkness for a moment. She screamed hoarsely, John. The ritual knife was enough to fight the shadow, but against this ancient god, I need another ritual, a sealing ritual, I gasped. Sealing ritual. Where is it? She answered in tears. In my blood. You are the last one who can seal it. You must use the knife, carve a spiral of your blood around this black hole. But remember, when the spiral closes, you will not be able to come out. You will be locked with it forever. I was stunned, must sacrifice myself to seal this entity. I looked at Emily. Her face was pale, but her eyes were pleading. Don't, John. You can't leave me. Amidst the chaos, the newly freed souls of children still floated above, their faint light as if observing me. Some gentle whispers reached my ears. John, do what no one has dared to do. End all rituals. The darkness surged stronger, some of it clinging to my legs, cold as ice. I cut my hand, blood gushed onto the ground, and began to carve a spiral around the black hole. Each stroke of the knife seemed to burn my soul, but I gritted my teeth and endured. The ancient entity roared, and a whirlwind swept through the forest. Trees were uprooted, and rocks and soil were scattered. Emily cried out, hugging her grandmother tightly. She shouted, Hurry, John, the spiral is about to close. I ran around the black hole, blood falling from my hand in a long red streak. The more I carved, the more the darkness roared fiercely, trying to pull me down. A giant arm reached out, tightly wrapped around my chest. I was in pain, blood gushed out of my mouth, but I still tried to stab the knife into the ground, completing the last stroke. The moment the spiral closed, a bright white light burst out, tearing the sky apart. The ancient entity's roar echoed, shaking the mountains and forests. The black arms were sucked back into the hole, and the crack gradually closed. I felt my body being pulled along, as if I was gradually merging into the seal. Emily rushed forward, screaming, "No, John, don't leave me." Grandma held her tightly, tears streaming down her face. I turned to look at her one last time, trying to smile, my voice hoarse. "Live, ... remember. I'm always with you, ... The light swallowed me, along with the scream of the ancient god. Everything turned white. I fell into an endless void, no longer feeling my body, only the sound of the wind and the whispers echoing forever. But then, in that void, I suddenly heard another sound, a low, deep laugh. "Do you think you can seal me forever, John? Ritual only sleeps, never disappears, ... A chill spread down my spine. Could it be that, even after I sacrificed myself, the ritual still exists in another form? To know what awaits John after being swallowed into the seal with the ancient god, watch the next episode.